I'm Nick Denton. I'm basically the person who grants the applications for heavy goods vehicles licenses, operators' licenses, and I have powers, if necessary, to take those licenses away again. I've asked you here, Mr. Savage, because I've been made aware by DVSA that you've been committing a number of tachograph offences, including driving without a card inserted into your tachograph, creating a false tachograph record, which I hope I don't have to remind you is a serious offence. Mr. Savage, would you like to come forward, please, to the witness chair? Well, Mr. Savage, on 4 different dates over the last 3 months, as Mr. Palmer's just explained, you were driving without a tachograph card. I think the $64,000 question is why?
I've had an ongoing problem with my actual tacho card, which means I'm having trouble inserting it or ejecting it from the reader. And I've subsequently realised that where I keep it in my wallet, when I sit down, it's actually bent the card, which means sometimes it doesn't go in properly. So I think I've put it in, but where the card's bent, it's not registering.
Well, I think on most of these occasions, it wasn't a question of a bent card being in the machine and failing to record properly. As far as I read Mr. Palmer's report, there was no card in the machine at all. So I don't quite understand how a bent card would be the explanation for that.
I do accept responsibility, but it's for matters outside my control, I feel.
I think that's all very well and good. But what do you think the point of a tachograph is?
I don't understand. It's obviously to log your hours to make sure you're staying within the prescribed law.
The driver's hours rules are there for a very serious reason, Mr. Savage, and that is to prevent drivers from becoming overtired and therefore to prevent them from causing accidents. You know, this is a serious issue. They're not an optional extra, they're not a joke, they're not a bureaucratic imposition and can't just be wished away by a promise to do better. So, Mr. Savage, having heard all your evidence, I am going to take into account the fact that you've committed 3 previous offences of this exact same type. So I'm going to suspend your licence for 1 month for each offence. That means 4 months, and that is a mark of the seriousness with which we approach these type of offences, Mr. Savage.